Chapter 12 of For Heaven's Sake, Little Talks to Little Folks by Reverend Gerald T. Brennan. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Maria Therese. Chapter 12 White Cloud. Let me tell you a story about a little Indian girl. Her name was White Cloud. Indians have funny names, don't they? Well, one day White Cloud went into the woods to pick flowers. She picked blue flowers, white flowers, red flowers, yellow flowers, and placed them all in her little basket. When the basket was filled, White Cloud picked up the basket and turned around. And what do you think? There stood an ugly old witch. Of course, White Cloud was terribly afraid. "What do you want? What do you want?" screamed White Cloud at the top of her voice. At first the old witch said nothing. For a long time she stared hard at poor little White Cloud. Then the ugly old witch put her hand in her pocket. She took out a tiny button. "Take this button," said the wicked old witch, "and do not lose it. Press this button, and whatever you wish will jump before you. The button will be yours for 3 long years. After 3 years you must return the button to me, and then you will belong to me." White Cloud took the button, and the ugly old witch disappeared into the woods. Well, the first thing White Cloud did was to try the button. She squeezed the button and wished for a beautiful white pony. Sure enough, a beautiful white pony stood before her. Of course, White Cloud was very happy as she rode home on her beautiful pony. The little girl told her secret to no one. She showed the button to no one. For a long time White Cloud was very happy. Whenever she wanted anything, she squeezed a button and made a wish. Then right away she would have what she wanted. Time passed quickly. Well, the 3 years would soon be ended. White Cloud began to worry. Would the ugly old witch come back? Would the ugly old witch take her away? Poor little White Cloud was terribly afraid of the ugly old witch. Then White Cloud had an idea. She hurried into the woods where no one would see her. She squeezed the button and made a wish. White Cloud wished for a giant, a tall giant, a strong giant, a kind giant, a giant who would protect her from the ugly old witch. White Cloud had hardly made her wish when a big giant stood before her. Maybe you think White Cloud was afraid, but she wasn't. She wasn't afraid because the giant was kind. The giant laughed hard when he heard about the ugly old witch, and he promised to protect White Cloud. Now the big giant and his 6 giant brothers lived in a large castle on the top of a mountain. Well, the big giant took White Cloud to his castle, and there she lived with the 7 giants. White Cloud was very happy. She forgot all about the ugly old witch. But one day there was a knock on the castle door. It was the ugly old witch. Yes, the 3 years had ended. The witch had come to take White Cloud away. One of the giants opened the door. And what do you think? When the ugly old witch saw the 7 giants protecting White Cloud, why, she never even asked for the Indian girl. The old witch screamed and yelled and hollered from fright. She ran down the mountain as fast as she could and disappeared in the woods. But that isn't the end of the story. White Cloud still lives in the castle with her 7 friends. The giants protect her. They keep her from harm. And best of all, White Cloud still has her tiny button. She still makes wishes, and they still come true. Yes, White Cloud is very, very happy. Maybe you wish that you had 7 giants to protect you. Well, boys and girls, you have something better than 7 giants. Listen. Do you know that your soul is just like White Cloud, and the devil is like the ugly old witch? Why, the devil tries to make you like him. The devil promises nice things to you. He makes sin look nice to you. He even helps you to like sin. He tries to make you sell your soul to him. Oh, but you cannot be happy if you belong to the devil. You need 7 giants to protect you. Your 7 giants are the 7 sacraments. The 7 sacraments keep the devil away from your soul. Now, the devil is afraid of the sacraments. When you use the sacraments, especially confession and Holy Communion, the devil runs away from you. Yes, the devil runs as fast as he can. Boys and girls, Jesus made the 7 sacraments to help you, to protect you, to keep you from the devil. If you use the sacraments often, especially confession and Holy Communion, you need never be afraid. If you use the sacraments often, then some day you, too, will live in a castle. God's castle. Heaven. In heaven you will be happy with God for ever and ever. End of chapter 12.